South Carolina lawmakers are set to get a nearly $20,000 pay raise this year that they voted to give themselves, funded with your taxpayer dollars. But a new legal challenge could stop legislators from ever seeing those extra dollars, and it comes from a lawmaker. State House reporter Mary Green has the back and forth details.
In the next state budget, lawmakers included a measure to raise a type of pay they receive called in-district compensation starting July 1st. But one state senator believes this raise is illegal.
Regardless of how you feel about a legislative pay raise, this is the wrong way to do it.
The state constitution prohibits members of the General Assembly from raising their own per diem pay before an intervening election, which is what Senator Wes Clymer argues they're doing. So he and one of his constituents are now suing and asking the state Supreme Court to stop it.
I just feel like someone had to stand up and say the people of South Carolina need to have a voice in this.
In-district compensation is a payment lawmakers receive monthly. That's flexible on what it can be used for, but is meant for legislative work. Right now, state lawmakers receive about $30,000 annually between their current in-district compensation, per diem compensation to pay for food in hotels when they're in session in Columbia for about half the year, and their annual salary of about $10,000. The General Assembly voted this year to increase that in-district compensation from $12,000 a year to $30,000 starting July 1st. Some lawmakers note this pay hasn't gone up in about 3 decades and say this increase is constitutional and long overdue.
Only certain people can afford to run for office and serve. With how little the pay is, it really prohibits the average South Carolinian from being able to serve in our General Assembly.
Regardless of what the court eventually says, some lawmakers have opted out of this raise. Clymer is one of 3 senators who have done so far, while 34 House members have informed the House clerk they don't want the additional money.
I did not agree with how it was slipped in at the last minute, and there was not a public debate and a public vote on that process, in which we always go through with all of everything.
The respondent or defendant in this lawsuit is State Treasurer Curtis Loftus because he's responsible for paying out the money. The state has until next week, Monday, to file its response. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.